Hello everyone, my name is Mayorov Nikita. I am international grandmaster, and this is the first lesson of my video course from club level to from amateur player to uh, master, from club level to master level. And I want to start with D4. So in this video course, I will show you how to play. Uh, I will show you how to play with black pieces, um, and how to build a solid repertoire for black. I want to start with d4, and against d4 my recommendation is just to play queen's gambit declined. This is the easiest way and the most solid way how to deal with d4, and also this opening will help you uh, how to play against English opening and uh, King's Indian opening. So d4, knight to f6. Also, you can start with d4, but maybe this is more tricky because in this with this move order, most of the players uh, prefer knight to f3, and after knight f3, d5 works very well. So the reason why most of the players prefer knight to f3 because after knight c3, black has two very strong options. First is my recommendation d5, and the second option bishop b4. So bishop b4 is a very strong continuation, but I think that if you are not a so strong player and your FIDE rating is 1500, for example, it is better for you to start with d5. Okay, then in the future, when you improve your results, you can study bishop b4, but from the beginning it is better to start with d5. d5, c takes d5, e takes d5, bishop to g5, c6, e3, bishop to e7, bishop to d3, knight b to d7. So this is a very logical approach for black. These moves are very logical, and I think that we don't uh, you don't need to this. Okay, knight b to d7. Now in this position, black has three moves. The most popular is queen to c2, then knight g to e2, the second move, and then knight to f3. Okay, I want to start with queen to c2. Uh, and here h6. But okay, h6. The okay. Against queen c2, you can also start with knight to h5. You can play also knight to h5 immediately. But after bishop takes e7, queen takes e7. Um, Very unpleasant knight to f4. So long castle, knight to b6. For example, h3, g6, knight to f3, bishop to e6, king to b1, uh, long castle, rook to c1, knight to g7, then bishop f5. So this is also a very solid line and can be recommended for black. But in this video, I recommend you to play h6. And the point of this move, I will explain you later why h6 is my recommendation. And okay, h6, bishop to h4, knight to h5. So bishop g3 is very stupid because after take black has a bishop pair advantage, and for this reason bishop e7 is the only option for white. Queen takes e7, long castle, knight to b6, king to b1, bishop e6, knight to f3, long castle. So okay, this is the main position of this setup. Very solid position. Okay, not and so the main plan for white here is just to attack on the queen side, knight f4, then rook c7, then maybe to prepare for the b5 or something like this. And black has to play. Black's plan is to play king to b8, rook to c8, then to improve the position of this knight h5. I think that it's very easy for black to play, and even for amateur player, king to b8, rook to c1, knight to d7, queen to c2, rook to c8, knight to b3, b6, and black is okay. But of course, white maneuver was not was not excellent. But okay. So in the game, white decided to open the position in the center. But after this black has a clear positional advantage because this knight on b3 is ridiculous, and the pawn is isolated. Bishop d5 is a threat. So um, finally, after this move, uh, black has a clear positional advantage because the pawn on d4 is very weak. So queen to c2, but the other main the other important move for white here is knight g to e2. And now also h6, and now, and why I recommend you h6, because here knight h5 doesn't work. Yes, against queen c2, knight h5 works very well, but here knight h5 is not good move, and because after this g4 there is a very important, very strong option for white, g4, and then knight to g3, threatening to play g5 on knight to f5, for example, take, and knight to g8, and after h4. I think that white has a strong initiative, and I cannot recommend you this position. It's dangerous to my mind for black side. Uh, but h6 works very well because after knight h5, bishop e7. Now g4 is not dangerous because after knight to f6 there is no g5. So short castle, queen to d2, and this is the main position. Rook to e8. So it was played in the game of Anish Giri against Laurent Fressinet, and Anish Giri won this game, but Laurent Fressinet had a decent play, and but okay, what was in the game? Rook e8 was played in the game. Rook e1, knight to b6. Yeah, maybe knight to b6 immediately instead of rook e8 was better. Knight to c1, queen to g5, f3, bishop to f5. This is a very important option, and the key move in this position. Um, so in the Carlsbad pawn structure, very important who control this diagonal. And if white control this diagonal, white is slightly better. And if black control this diagonal, black is totally fine. And okay, bishop e5 was played in the game. Take, e4. Knight to c4, very important. Queen to And now after the strongest was queen to f6, and after this queen to h4 to attack this pawn, and black has a fantastic position. So what else? What else? Also, you have to know about Carlsbad system, these um, basic games, Bobotsov Petrosyan. Okay, why you have to know this game? Why you have to remember this game? Because of this position. And the knight on d6 is very. This is a very good square for the knight, and you have to. And this is one of the main ideas in this system for black to occupy this square with this knight. And from this square, the knight control b5 square, and it's very difficult for white to uh, play b5 and to prepare for the b5 break. And black has a very easy plan to attack on the king side. But of course, you have not to be in a hurry with black to so to play g5, h5 immediately. No, you have to prepare for this, and uh, the good the good news for black that so in this position, black has a lot of time to prepare, and black has time for slow moves. Okay, I will show you briefly this game, and yeah, okay, g5. So this is a very good game. And after this, black is, I think that according to computer, black is winning. And the final position is very beautiful, so it's checkmate for white queen in the center of the board. So, few words. The conclusion. I recommend you d5. And so, after this move order, of course, short castle is playable, and there is a also very, so h6, also very uh, good system with this knight e4. But my recommendation is to play h6 and then knight h5 without before short castle. I think this is a most solid way for black to play. Uh, okay, next video I will continue to talk about Queen's Gambit declined, and I will show you how to play against knight f3 and how to play this position with black.